When it comes to obviously the business and everything, well, Rick takes care of business the way he does. Every time they talk about a fight, certain fight, whoever it is. Obviously, I'm the one that they call for the decision. I talk it over with Senior, my team, and everybody else. So that is very true. I'm gonna tell you guys, it is very true. The fight is very close. Eric Gomez, Virgil Senior, Rick Morigan, they all came to me, asked me what I think about the fight. I said, let's do it. There's no need to wait for that fight. There's no need to get a fight before that. Like a lot of people might think that Virgil needs a fight before that. No, he doesn't. Virgil fought less than a year ago. There's world champions right now that don't fight, that fight once a year or once every 18 months, and nobody says they're out of timing because of the delay. No, Virgil fought, less than a year ago. People seem to forget his performance against Madrimov. Virgil's active. Virgil's busy. We don't need to get a fight before that. The fight will happen. The only thing that could stop the fight is if Boots decides not to fight. But the fight on our side, I was the one that like I told you guys, Eric Gomez, Senior, Rick. I said, let's do it. There's no question. There's no doubt that we win this fight. So we're on our side. It's a done deal.
Bro, you heard Robert Garcia, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't care to see Jerome Boots and his fight Sebastian Fundora when Fundora and Mr. Samson Lukovic do not want that fight. I don't care to see Jerome Boots Ennis versus Josh Kelly when y'all know Boots Ennis is going to beat him. But when y'all know that Josh Kelly does not want that fight. Ladies and gentlemen, I see people talking about, nah, screw the hell with Virgil Ortiz when you could become a unified champion. How? When these other world champions don't want to unify. So stop wasting time. Fundora and Josh Kelly are both throwing cold water on this flame that we have at 154 pounds. Robert Garcia just confirmed what Rick Morigian, the manager of Virgil Ortiz, came out with yesterday, saying that the fight could be made within 48 to 72 hours as long as the zone makes a couple decisions, makes a couple moves. Garcia just confirmed it. He confirmed that everything between the teams, the beef and everything it's done. It's settled.
Contract disputes and everything with Virgil, that gets set aside now, right, Coach?
It's all set aside and it's all worked out already.
So Oscar and Virgil are good now, and now we're actually moving forward.
And it's all been worked out, yes.
Oscar De La Hoya came out with a video today on Instagram saying that it's up to Eddie Hearn and Jerome Boots Ennis now. Robert Garcia said the same goddamn thing. Y'all just heard him, ladies and gentlemen.
Working on Virgil Ortiz versus Boots. Virgil Ortiz wants to fight. Let's make that happen. It all depends on Boots.
So I say to myself, let's look back before Jerome Boots Ennis fights Osuma Lima. This fight was backed by Mr. Turkey Al-Sheikh. He came out public and said Jerome Boots Ennis turned him down. He wants to have 2 tune-up fights. Well, let's fast forward now. It's been 2 tune-up fights. Hey, call Xander Zayas not a tune-up, whatever you want, but he's had his 2 fights. The world champions don't want to fight you. But Virgil Ortiz, Robert Garcia confirms, is not looking for a tune-up fight. They seen the performance that Jerome Boots Ennis had against Xander Zayas, and they want the action, ladies and gentlemen. So, I don't think we should be on other people's channels, on other people's minds, pushing the narrative that this fight shouldn't be next. This fight should be next. The team wants it. I'm telling y'all right now, Fundora, Josh Kelly, they don't want it, bruh. They don't. I know PBC signed a multi-fight agreement with the zone. But we're going to have to see how that ends up playing out. Maybe Sebastian Fundora is going to be forced to fight Jerome Boots Ennis somewhere in one of those monthly cards. But Their manager, Mr. Samson Lukovic, already let it be known, ladies and gentlemen, that Sebastian Fundora is going to be facing his mandatory in a dude that nobody's ever even heard of, ladies and gentlemen. They ain't interested in Jerome Boots Ennis. They already let it be known. So, and Josh Kelly don't want the fight. Both fighters been signing to the zone. PBC coming ain't changing a goddamn thing with Josh Kelly and Jerome Boots Ennis. I told y'all Eddie was stuck in a pickle when it came to having and promoting both Josh Kelly and Jerome Boots Ennis. The Virgil Ortiz fight makes perfect sense here, bro. It's the next biggest fight. And the hell with the titles. Unless, once again, you aren't looking to run it with Virgil Ortiz and would rather face somebody else, just like Fundora. Doesn't want to unify. He'd rather face somebody else. He don't want to face you, Boots. The card is in your hands, says Virgil Ortiz and Oscar De La Hoya. Absolutely breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.